The reason for divorce and pain in marriage is that the handlers in that union lack training. Is there anybody here tonight who will get on board an aircraft with an untrained pilot? Can I have your reasons why you will not do that? Please come. Do you believe I'm anointed? If I pray for this young man now, he gets into an aircraft and asks you to join him to Abuja, and he's not trained, will you join him? That is why the church in Africa is going through ridicule. Because we don't know how to create a balance. If you cannot fly with a pilot who is not trained for the safety of your life, are you not also aware that a husband who is not trained can kill his wife? That a wife who is not trained is a disaster. To be a doctor 7 years, an engineer 5. The reason for divorce and pain in marriage is that the handlers in that union lack training. There's no problem with marriage. There's only problem with the actors. I'll tell you this, marriage is more sensitive more than the aircraft. Marriage is not feeling. There are times you won't feel anything. Marriage is not love. No. Marriage is not emotion. Marriage is covenant. Your marriage certificate is not as powerful as the vow. Because what most people are interested in is that marriage certificate. No. Can I get a single lady who is not married? Please come forward. A single lady and a single guy. Thank you. Thank you. Single guy. Thank you. Now watch. They come to the altar and face the pastor. Listen. How did God create the earth? He spoke. How did Isaac bless his children? He spoke. So when these two people come to the altar, will you take Sister who? What's your name again? Sister Evelyn, to be your wedded wife, to love and to cherish, and make all those vows? You say, yes, I do. Church, you have entered the covenant. It's not courtship. It's not friendship. It's covenant. The only way marriage can last is when marriage is viewed from the angle of covenant. You can't come to the altar and say, I do, and come back to say, I undo. What do you do for a living? How long did it take you to train? A year, 6 months. You spent a year and 6 months learning how to sew clothes. But you didn't spend time learning how to sew life. Why did you not just buy a machine and start sewing? Why do you have to go to training? You need to train how to talk to your wife. You need to train how to love your wife. You need to train. Marriage is not love. Marriage is not feeling. Marriage is covenant. What is covenant? An agreement between two or more persons. You have two types of covenant. You have covenant of equal, man and man. You have covenant of unequal, man and God. Covenant is an agreement between two, with well-defined terms backed up by an oath. That oath is the vow. Assuming they are married. God does not see them as two people. For this reason shall this young man live. The problem is, people want to stay married without living. You're not following. You want to stay married. Now, you can't cleave if you have not left. The greatest challenge why there's crisis and catastrophe in marriage, people get married to their wives, but they refuse to leave. And said, two of them shall become one flesh. Hold yourselves. Now they are one flesh. Are you following me? Is there anything I don't know? Now, in the field of medicine, the doctor does not begin with amputation. Amputation is only allowed when there is a threat to life. Oh, I discovered lumps in my breast. Doctor says we have to cut it off. So it's rather I lose my breast and live. Are you following me? So what that means is haven't checked all options and realize that to live, there have to be amputation. But many married people wants to start with amputation. So, when you are saying that this married couple should divorce, what you are saying that there has to be amputation. Now, before amputation, they must have administered drugs, they must have done X, Y, Z, a lot of things must have taken place. It's when, for this man to live, they have to cut off his leg. No doctor starts with amputation. When your husband wake up and take cutlass to kill you, I don't expect you to remain and watch him die. You have to talk to pastor. You have to talk to a few people. Temporarily, your life can be rescued because there's now a threat to your life. That's the balance. But where there is no threat to life, you say you need amputation. Are you following what I'm teaching? So lack of understanding of the subject of marriage is why most marriages are not working.